All right, it's 5 o'clock. We'll go ahead and call a special call meeting to order on this June 23rd. Purpose of this meeting tonight is consideration for approval of the FY2023 budget for Dade County, Georgia. And this will be adopted under Resolution R-39-22. Any discussion? Actually, the actual FY2023 budget, if we leave it as presented at our last meeting, will be $13,415,000, and that's considering that's with a 7% increase on raise for employees. Mr. Lowry, you got any?
Well, the only thing I know there's been some discussion about the 7%.
You mean at 10%?
No, between 7 and 10%. And the employees seem to be good with 7 and the people that presented it last week. But what I was also a part of the compensation that went up that people may not be aware of was when they say the insurance for employees went up 12%, and we did not pass any of that along to the county employees. So that is still some added compensation. Can you tell what the 12%, what the cost of that was? The increase?
For family plan.
Well, I meant what did it cost us as a county as a whole? Last year when we went up, it was
I don't know,
120.
and it's different because it's according to who signed up and who didn't. So to get a true figure of.
Yeah, I've got it in my office, but.
I can say for the 12% on like a family plan, so if you're covering spouse and children, that 12% is approximately $120 a pay period that's increased.
And that wasn't passed on to the employees. That was it's in this budget. So we appreciate our employees and our supervisors and our elected officials, and they all seem to be good with the 7% and the insurance coming in. So that's the only point I'd like to make. I'm tickled we were able to do what we did with the increase. Because
Mr. Hartline.
I would have liked to see the 10% for myself for the employees, except we don't know what's going to come in on the tail end of it, and I don't want to raise the millage rate. So, so I'm good with that, but I would like to maybe look into it next year, maybe getting them 3 more to get them up to that 10%.
I agree with that. Mr. Goff.
Well, Mr. Lowry and I have had no conversation whatever. However, I just had the conversation with Don, and that's why I was talking to Rebecca before the meeting, because it doesn't matter how you spend it. Money is money, and we have had to go up and pass on to others. And recall last week when Don was talking about it, we passed none of that 12% on to anybody as far as higher deductibles or higher premiums. So, and I also agree with Philip that, we get a look at this, because I think 7% was a good raise, a good COLA, and maybe we look at it beginning next year and see how things go, and hopefully the inflation and everything that we're going through won't be near as bad.
Ms. Bradford.
Right in line. The 7 was not as much. I would have preferred the 10, and I talked about the same thing also with the insurance. So I'm right in line with everybody else pretty much. So.
Yeah. And I'll comment on 7%. That's the largest COLA that I can remember we've ever given. And the other counties like Walker, Chattooga, I talked to them, and they didn't present a COLA this year at all. They actually just gave them one time, and back in April gave them $1,000, and they're going to give them $1,000 in December, I think he said. And Chattooga County didn't do that, from what I understand. So, I think it's Mr. Hartline getting back to what he said about the millage rate. We want to keep this millage rate down. If we went to 10%, it would increase their bottom number, another
$171,000.
$171,000 if we went to that other, went to the 10%. So I'm fine with it. And so I'll entertain a motion to approve this resolution R-39-22 and for our budget. Maintaining $13,415,000. Do I have a motion? Hang with that.
So move.
All right, I have a second.
Second,
Okay, I'm gonna call a vote. Mr. Lowry,
yes.
Mr. Hartline,
Yes.
Ms. Bradford,
Yes.
Mr. Goff,
Yes.
and chair votes yes. Okay. Okay, it is approved. And any other comments from the commissioners? Mr. Townsend, y'all got anything to say? Robin? Okay.
I'd like to just appreciate all the departments and them getting all their numbers together and helping us in all the meetings and figuring everything out, and definitely helping me navigate some of that I don't know. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, we'll consider the meeting adjourned. Thank you for everyone showing up tonight.